Okay, you guys, this horse right here, this speaks volumes for this horse because he came with 752 and 751. He's the youngest one of the group so far. He's just a 4-year-old, like just come forward. He is another one that is really cool bred. They told us that this one right here is actually by the same stallion as the horse behind me, which is the plain scoot or the smart little scoot horse, but he's out of a thoroughbred mare. So he's cowbred over racing thoroughbred. This horse only had 30 days as a late 2-year-old, and this is what he freaking remembers. This is just proof that they're not all the same. This horse had 30 days 2 years ago, and like he's like, yes ma'am, I'll spin around. Like, I remember this. The other big horse had 30 days maybe 2 years ago, and he's okay. He's fine. He's a wonderful horse. But I just want you to know that this thing right here is a freaking, like, no, this horse right here could potentially be, like, if somebody's looking for a head horse, or you're looking for a barrel horse, or you just need a trail horse, this is the smartest horse in the world. I'm in shock. I love it. I love everything about it. Yeah, he's not been ridden in a long time. Don't. Look at that trot. Oh my gosh, he might make a little like Western dressage type horse. If one of you older ladies is looking for something to take home and maybe do a little bit like level 1, you know, like training level to level 1 dressage. Like, I don't know if you see what I see, but there's a lot of flat, lovely action right there. Oh, hello, sir. Hello. Yeah, I'm living for it. I'm absolutely living for this. And he is supposed to be registered. He is supposed to be, but I don't have the papers. They said they'd send them, and they did say that he was cowbred on top and race bred on bottom. He had had 30 solid rides 2 years ago. And look at this. I mean, he still has wolf teeth. This horse still has wolf teeth. I'm super impressed with him. He is by far the best one. I think he stepped on a rock back there and he's got his feet broke off, but I'm not worried about that. That's just something that comes with going to town. Unfortunately, sometimes these horses come and go to the sale barn and they're on concrete. None of that bothers me because it's nothing that you can't fix with just trimming them and putting a little set of shoes. I saw where he stepped and then he took a couple of little steps. But there's a difference between being thin-soled and crippled. See right there, he's sound again. So I think he's a little bit thin-soled, but that does not bother me. If it bothers you, that's okay. I understand. I love the ears. He is soft. He is sweet. He is kind. Okay, tell me this thing right here couldn't be somebody's next big-time barrel prospect. Yep, see, he just stepped on it again, and I'm telling you, he's a little thin-soled. We need to have some shoes put on him, maybe. That's okay, though. I can handle thin soles. I can't handle buck me off, hurt me. I really like this horse, you guys. He's going in a stall. I'm like, Jackie, this thing right here will be a hellacious horse for somebody. Yeah, Jackie's like, I'll ride this one. I think with a little trim, he will be phenomenal. His feet are pretty broke off and kind of, ugh, and you can tell, but I know one thing, Jackie is fantastic about getting him on the TheraPlate, and that'll help those feet grow out and help those soles thicken up. All right, you guys, this is 750. He will be on the website. He's just a baby 4-year-old. He's not been ridden in 2 years. He's just been turned out to pasture. And when she steps him up here, I'll show you his feet so y'all can see. They're just not done, and they're just, well, yeah, if you'll step off of him. It's the right one that every time he steps on a rock or something with the toe, but if you'll pick that foot up, they can see where it's nasty broke off. So just so you guys know what you're getting into, you can see where this horse has, you know. Right there. Yep, super broke off foot, so you can't blame him. You can see where he's the same set of shoes, let his feet grow out. You won't have those issues, and he's a beautiful horse. Jackie's going to doctor this. When he went through the sale barn, he had a halter on him, and it had grown in his face, and Jacob's father cut it off with a pocket knife. It was grown, there was 5 of them, and they had halters on, and unfortunately this horse's had just grown into his head. So the other ones he had to cut them off. You couldn't just, they had been rained on and soaked, you know. Anyway, that nylon halter had sucked up and, you know, got into his nose. But that's easy to doctor, no problem. He's going to go in Jackie's barn. If anybody would like to gift him a little set of front shoes, we can arrange that. Teeth float, his teeth have never been floated. He still has a wolf tooth. Or you can pay for some training here, but regardless, he is going to go on the website. And I would love to keep him here and help him if we can. So just remember, we are always open if somebody wants to sponsor and help contribute to their future. All right, you guys, this is $750, and he is a beautiful, beautiful 4-year-old appendix bred, cow bred on top, thoroughbred on bottom, supposed to be registered. We don't have the papers, but he is quarter horse over thoroughbred. And again, cow breeding over race breeding. Super nice horse. People make me sick too, Susan. I think that's awful to leave halters on them and not care. And can you imagine, had this gone into the fall, that could have destroyed his nose and actually ended his life. It was very close to being bad. All right, you guys, this is $750.